I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm so good.
Great to see you.
I am my sister. I can't wait to call her after this. She's gonna be so jealous. Yeah. You don't know this, but there's actually this random thing that happened, and it was when you were in Hootie and the Blowfish, and my family, they were from North Carolina, and they were at something that you happened to just stop by and be at. It's just some house party. And I love these stories because they don't get told enough, but you were so cool to everyone there. Like, you didn't act like, you know, that you're Hootie and the Blowfish. Yeah, you were like, yeah, you were like very cool. Anyway, my sister was there. She was like, that dude's like really actually very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, we don't spread those stories enough, so I wanted to spread that.
Thank you very much.
You have 2 kids that live here, right?
I got 2 that live in the city, yeah.
Yeah, so you're Nashville to New York a lot then.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Do you?
I do love it, but I'm way too Southern to live here.
Yeah,
So,
I thought, okay,
love
wait,
it.
I thought that too, right? Because I'm Texan.
Yeah.
But like, once you live here, it's interesting because it's almost like you have these tiny little villages that make up Manhattan.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I lived
do
here for
love
2
that.
years.
Oh, you did?
In 2000 and 2001. And that was the first thing I said when I walked in my apartment. I looked around and I said, yeah, I'm way too Southern to be here.
Yeah.
But,
well, I will say the apartments here, they're closets.
yes, they are.
Yeah,
They are, but I love this thing. I love this
Yeah, I do too. The energy is very, very cool.
It's great.
Yeah. And your 2 kids and 2 girls, right? That live here?
Actually, 2, a boy and a girl that live here.
Oh, a boy and a girl. Okay,
My oldest lives in
awesome.
Nashville, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Is your youngest just now out of the house?
Yeah,
You're like
he's
an empty
18.
nester?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's 18.
Are you liking it?
That
means,
nothing's really
whoa.
changed. Nothing's really changed because I've been on the road so much this year.
Oh.
So it's like been
Okay.
that, but I miss them. I get up
Yeah.
here a lot. You know, you miss seeing them because they're you know, you got kids. They're
I know, but they're
heart
7 and
soul.
9, and I can't imagine them being like out on their own, like doing. That terrifies me a little bit. Yeah.
My son, in about a year, grew about 8 inches and went from about 5'8" to 6'4". So that was
Congratulations for him.
Yeah, for him. But
Yeah.
now he thinks he can take me, and I keep letting him
Yeah.
go. Boy, I got old man strength.
Yeah.
I'll kill you, but
Yeah.
But I love it. I love it.
Experience, yeah. I have experience. I will take you down.
Exactly.
So Halloween with kids, whenever they were younger, this is my first Halloween here, and my boy, it's his favorite holiday.
Yeah.
My girl loves Christmas most, but he loves Halloween. And so we really get into costumes. Did y'all do that when they were younger?
We did. We got into costumes every year. They dressed up as something. And my favorite costume ever was my son dressed up as Darth Vader, and I dressed up as Luke Skywalker. And I think he was 6. And he walked around at every door. He'd go, I'm his father. It was very funny. It was very funny. Yeah.
Does he have a voice like yours? Because your voice is so distinct.
He's got a good voice. It's
Yeah.
not like mine so much, but he's got a great voice.
Yeah, I just mean it's like, yeah, your rasp is just so,
Yeah.
it's so awesome. You said, yeah. Yeah.
I try.
I sometimes like when I'm sick because that's when my rasp comes
Yes.
out and I'm singing. I like, but other than that, it's just really
You have
annoying and
one of those-
high.
You have one of those voices for all time.
Oh,
Your voice
you're
is
very
unbelievable.
nice,
Absolutely.
but no. I love it though because your voice is so distinct. But whenever you were going around with him, did you have a favorite candy? Because this is what I do. I tell my kids they can have one like a night, right?
Yeah.
Now, I don't collect candy,
Yeah.
but I kind of do because then when they go to bed, I take some of theirs.
Yeah, this is a very unpopular thing, but I'm a candy corn guy. I
Oh,
love candy corn.
No, that's classic.
I love it.
Yeah, candy corn is classic. I'm a Reese's Cup girl, not that mini stuff. Not the mini.
Me too. I don't like the minis.
The ratio's off of the chocolate and the peanut butter.
I don't
Get
like
out of here with
I
that.
like the minis, and when you go to somebody's house and they got minis, like I like to be in the neighborhood, like I got the big chocolate
Yeah.
bars. We're going to Mr. Rucker's house.
Oh my God, so we were poor kids, and that's
Yeah.
what we do. They'd take us like we'd go to the neighborhoods with
We
little
would
rich
too.
people.
We would
We'd be like, no, you get like a full Butterfinger there. Like it was like, you wanna go there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We did the same thing.
We did not trick or treat in my neighborhood.
Oh, we did that too.
You did? Yeah, we didn't have much in our neighborhood. But do you believe in like the supernatural? Speaking of like Halloween, do you believe in ghosts and stuff like
I
that?
do.
I don't not believe, but I haven't had like a real experience.
I was in college, and me and Dean, who plays bass in Hootie, we moved into this place, and we just got a bunch of beds from my house that were around, and I had my grandmother's bed.
Yeah.
My grandmother had died, and I wake up 3 o'clock one morning, and I look at the edge of my bed. My grandmother's sitting there, and she's sitting there, and I sit up, and I wipe my eyes, and I go, wow, and she's still sitting there. And I get up and I run out of my bed and I run to Dean's room. And I was like, Dean, my grandmother's ghost is in my room. Can I sleep in your bed? He went, no.
I'm not there for you.
No. I went on the couch. Yeah.
You're a grown man. Go back to your room.
Exactly.
I know. But does it scare you, or that's kind of cool?
It's
I
scary
would
a
like
little,
to
though.
see a ghost.
It's scary a little, but I believe in that
Okay.
stuff big time.
I don't not believe in it. I just don't see it. They don't like me, or I don't know. They don't show themselves to me. They're like, that one's too much. I have to ask you this because when I go back and look at stuff in the beginning, it kind of, I cringe a little when I go in the beginning, and that's the 30th anniversary. It's coming up of the first record of Hootie and the Blowfish. So when you listen to that, are you like me? Do you cringe, or do you just still love it and are?
I don't think I've listened to Character Review in 30 years.
Oh, really? You know why, though? People, it's not because you don't like it. It's because you listen to it so much while doing it.
So much while making it.
Yes.
Exactly. When you're making a record, you listen to it every day, all day.
Yeah.
You get in the car and you're listening to it. And once you make it, it comes out. I bet I haven't listened to it in 30 years.
Yeah, you have to kind of let it go unless you're at like a show doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah, singing it.
But I'm going to put it on here soon because 30 years is a long
30 years
time.
is incredible.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
What a blessing.
Yeah, it's been great.
Because not everybody has that kind of longevity.
It's been
in
crazy.
this industry.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Yeah, well, you got a great voice, so
thank you.
You're a great writer.
Thank you very much.
When did you realize, because a lot of us sing, but when did you realize, like, I feel like I'm a chameleon, I can go in different genres, but I don't have like a distinct sound, like a you or like an Annie Lennox or Bono, or there's certain voices that have this like certain distinct sound. When did you realize like yours was special?
Or when I was like 5.
Because were you a man when you were 5? Were you like, what's up, Mom? Like, you were like...
It wasn't this deep, but I can still sing those Al Green songs up high. But
oh, my God.
when we were 5, my mom would tell me all the time, you got to do this for a living. This is something special.
So you had support right from the beginning?
From the beginning. Yeah.
Wow.
My mom was behind me from the very beginning. She knew I was going to be big before I ever thought about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, we'll call her Nostradamus. Did you ever, were you that guy that used your voice for like, because I feel like you got a lot of ladies with that voice. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the kind of person, I don't leave voicemails because I sound annoying. Yeah. My talking voice is very different, but yours is like all sexy. Did you get a lot of ladies because of that? Yeah. That means yes.
It didn't hurt. It didn't hurt.
Yeah.
It did hurt. I have a story about one time, I guess I was a freshman in college, and I met this girl. She was older, she was a junior, and we talk at a bar and we hang out for a little while. And one night I'm just, I'm drunk, and she's living on the first floor of this apartment building, and I go outside and I'm singing Billy Joel songs.
You're
outside
John Cusack, just outside the window?
Yeah, outside the window, and she came out and she laughed and she let me in, and we had a beer. I'll leave it at that. Yes, we had a beer.
We had a beer.
Yes, we had a beer.
Congratulations on that beer.
That was good.
No, I would work that angle too, by that kind of voice. I'd be like, yes, ladies. Did you, a lot of us too, I always run into musicians, and I feel like we all grew up singing in church. Did you grow up singing in church? Yeah,
absolutely.
Me too. Yeah.
Amazing Grace was, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound.
Oh, your voice.
That saved a wretch like me. That was my song, man. I'd sing that tune all the time. That was my song. Yeah.
We all have a go-to. Mine was His Eyes on the Sparrow.
Oh,
I
absolutely.
love Amazing Grace, but His Eyes on the Sparrow, I think because I saw Sister Act when I was a little kid. And I was like, I want to be Lauryn Hill. I was like, I loved them. I thought it was so good. But those songs, I feel like I sing differently because I have that background. Almost, there's a bigger purpose for all of us, and it's bigger than you. And when that's instilled at you at such a young age, I think spiritual people sing differently.
I agree.
Yeah, whatever your belief is. I just mean, like, I feel like if you believe in something bigger than you and outside of yourself, it's a different sound. That
I agree.
Comes from
I think you sing from your soul.
Yeah.
You sing from as far in the depth of your soul you can, and I think that just creates something really special.
Yeah, it's almost like you're able to put your ego aside because we're told at a very young age, like, it's not for you, it's for the Lord. Yeah. It's not for you, it's for something bigger. Yeah.
Exactly.
I love that you just sang on my show. I was like, all right. I heard that too. I love Ed Sheeran. I got to work with him on The Voice, and you did a song with him, right?
I did. I went to. I've known Ed for years, and I went to England to write with him. And when I first sat down, we were writing a song, and he asked me who my first love was, and I said it was my 5th grade girlfriend, Sarah. And he asked me these million questions, and then at the end of the session, he's like, "Hey, I got one more song. Let's write a song about Sarah." And I said, "You want to write a song about my 5th grade girlfriend? I haven't talked to her in 45 years, and you want to talk?" And we wrote a song called Sarah about my 5th grade girlfriend. Yeah.
You want to know why I think that's such a great idea? Is that I feel like adults always say, like, oh, they're children, what do they know of love, or what do they know of this? And I'm like, I think children, they're not jaded yet.
No, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I think that kids feel everything. I never tell my kids when they come home and they're 7 and 9, but they already are like, oh, I love him. Like, and I'm like, I truly believe you probably do with your whole heart. Like, yeah. I'm like, you probably gonna change your mind. But I'm just gonna let you know. But yeah, I just think it's such a pure thing, and there's no other experience jading that, you know?
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah,
I love the song. Ed's such a great songwriter.
I have to ask you this too, because this album art is beautiful. This your mama?
It's my mom.
Oh my God, what was the idea? Why did you end up using this picture?
Well, that's her nursing school graduation picture. She was 24 at that picture, and all of our family has that picture up on their wall. And you know, my mom was so special to me. She was such a great human being. She, like I said, she was my biggest supporter, my biggest fan. And then when I decided to name the record Carolyn's Boy, I knew it was going to be that picture.
Yeah.
It was a great picture.
I love that. I'm like that when I write too. I have imagery going. I have to like almost paint a picture in my head while I'm doing it.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Every song I write, there's a video in my head.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought I was weird.
You are, but
Yeah. You are, but I am too. What do you feel like the best lesson, other than her being so supportive? I imagine you're like that with your kids because you were taught that from a young age. But what do you think the biggest lesson you got from her was?
Oh, believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Because we grew up in a really poor neighborhood with not much, and you know, there was no reason for me to believe that I was going to be here and make it. But she always instilled in me, believe in yourself, you can do whatever you want. And that, I instill that in my kids, and I believe it.
That's incredible. Because not all parents do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
When I was a kid, she instilled in us that you help people, not people that are less fortunate. You help people who need help.
Yeah.
I tell the story about my brother. I guess I was 10, probably not 10. I was probably 7 or 8, and my brother was 14. And we had this couple that lived in our neighborhood, and the husband was in the Navy. Mm-hmm. And so he went away on the ship, and the yard was growing up, and my brother went over and cut her grass, and she gave him $10. And he came home bragging about the $10 he got, and my mom whooped his butt and told him, you take that $10 back down and you give it back to her, because we don't help people for money. We help people to help people. And that was just something.
Oh, wow. Yeah. You got a great mom.
Very.
Wow. Very, very lucky. Well, we have a little surprise for you, and I was very excited to be able to do this. Yeah, you don't know. He really doesn't know about it. This is not TV. This is real. For your many, many charitable efforts over the years and for helping those who need help, CMA is actually honoring you as Humanitarian of the Year.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
I was so excited.
That's awesome. Wow. Wow. I really did not know that.
I know. I was like, no, he really doesn't know.
I did not know that.
All right, well, let's do another break. Darius's latest album is called Carolyn's Boy. It's out right now. Y'all got to check it out. And he's also designed his own line of NFL gear, which is super cool, rad, which is available in stores and online. So y'all got to check that out.